So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Superman number 27 from March-April 1944, with story by Don Cameron and art by Ed Debodka. Drop $1 in the slot to see Toyman vanquish Superman. Remember the terrible Toyman whose crafty genius turns objects of innocent amusement into fantastic tools of villainy? He's back again, more audacious than ever, with the amazing new scheme for acquiring riches and power, and with the deadliest weapons ever yet devised to combat his arch-enemy Superman, while millionaires of Metropolis jostle one another in their eagerness to be fleeced by a past master of thievery. The mighty man of tomorrow battles desperate dangers to keep tragedy from invading the palace of Perilous play. So we open with the Toyman still in prison. Oh, look at him go. The kids at the orphanage will be tickled pink. Wait till you see my masterpiece. So he has created a Superman robot. Can it move? Yes, indeed. I adjust the starting lever so, and au revoir, fools, and he flies off. Superman, and he's got one of our prisoners. Somehow I don't think it's really Superman. Having put me in durance vile, it was only fair that Superman should help me escape. And now that we are on even terms again, let him beware. So at the Daily Planet, the Toyman has just escaped with the aid of a mechanical Superman gadget. Get busy on it. The Toyman. Hurry, Clark. This is a daily paper, not a yearbook. Forget my hat, Lois. I'll catch up with you. So they head out. Or at least Superman heads out to look around. He goes immediately to a hot spot for criminals. Let me out of here. What are you scared of? There's enough of us to give even Superman the bum's rush. You act like men with guilty consciences. So he starts knocking them around, but they don't know where he's at. I've looked in every likely spot with no luck. Oh, well, sooner or later our paths are bound to cross. So meanwhile, the Toyman goes into a theater dressing room. A black wig and a Van Dyke, just what I need to give myself the appearance of youth and distinction. My exact size. Now to discard these drab prison garments for attire more becoming to my figure and ambition. Quite a crowd ahead. What can the attraction be? So it's a penny arcade, and he sees all these people putting money in the machines and decides that's a way for him to make money. Days pass, and finally this provocative ad appears in the paper. I hope you don't walk out on me on this assignment. Since the office is paying our expenses, I won't. Gala opening, Palace of Play, deluxe entertainment. Whoever can afford to pay the best, $100 required for admittance. So he has, the Toyman has opened this Palace of Play, which is quite expensive. $200 silver, please. It's like a penny arcade in paradise. It's beautiful. So Lois is out playing a game. Meanwhile, this couple goes to get their photographs taken. Excuse me, I'm going to pry into famous folks' secrets. Lottie Lovemore, the great romantic actress. Some of the pictures in her machine will interest her very much, so she gets her picture. But when it comes out, it shows this: how Lottie Lovemore, at 56, had her face remodeled to make a comeback as a young leading lady. So that's a little surprising to me. I didn't know in 1944 they were already doing this kind of cosmetic surgery. How terrible! I thought no one knew. My career will be ruined if my public finds out. I must find the proprietor immediately. I beg your pardon. I said if you would like to speak with me in private, Miss Lovemore, we can step into my office. So he wants $50,000 from her, and she doesn't have it on her, so she gives all her jewelry, which is apparently worth a lot more. Meanwhile, they're continuing to play games when the Toyman comes up and notices Lois Lane. Now tell me, you're the famous girl reporter. Would you like to see the workshop where I design my coin machines? I'd love to. This place reminds me of another workshop I once saw. You've heard of the Toyman. Indeed I have. When suddenly a glass tube drops around her. What are you doing? Merely assuring that you will remain as my guest until Superman comes to seek you, as he most certainly will sometime soon. So meanwhile, Clark is wondering what happened to Lois, uses his X-ray vision and spots the Toyman in disguise, but he immediately figures out who it is. The Toyman, I might have guessed. here's where he goes out of business. So he breaks in and just rips the costume off the toy man. I would advise you to be more gentle if you wish to give Miss Lane a fighting chance for your life. Where is she, you fiend? She is slowly suffocating in that sealed glass cylinder, which is immersed in a vat of acid. Great Scott! Wait, Superman. If you lift that cylinder, a gas bomb instantly fatal will explode inside, and if you smash it, the acid will pour in upon the poor girl. Huh? Furthermore, the floor between here and there is strewn with invisible electrical radio contacts, which will set off the bomb if anyone walks that way. You murderous rat, what do you want me to do? I want you to approach the tank through the passage beyond that door. It is only fair to you to warn you that you will meet with certain obstacles. When I've dealt with them, I'll come back and put a real obstacle in your path. So the first one is needle-sharp spikes, which just bend around the Man of Steel. Thousands of volts traveling at terrific frequency. I'd hate to spend all night taking it. Then he gets a blast of acetylene torch, which, again, have no effect on the Man of Steel. These gratings are red hot. Now I know how a side of beef feels when it's being barbecued, and he bursts through. Steel, electricity, fire, dynamite, and now acid. I mustn't forget that Lois isn't built to absorb that kind of punishment. All those traps and stuff, that gauntlet, that's very similar to what was in the 1978 Superman movie. Lois, meanwhile, just looks bored. After what I've been through, even a dip in acid ought to be refreshing. So he runs around and causes the acid to boil away. Superman, I was afraid I was finished. I couldn't have lasted another second without air. I don't know, you look just tired and uninterested. Incredible. He's still alive. My only chance is to set the radio controls of my mechanical puppets and escape while they're battling him. He'll have his hands full for a while. Help! The dummies have come to life. People will be hurt, perhaps killed, unless I work fast. So he starts just smashing everything. This is no way to treat a lady, but I haven't any choice. So he smashes this female figure. The junk will make valuable scrap. You've spoiled a nice business for me, Superman, but I'll have another in no time. Once more rocket blasts hurl a mischievous genius skyward. Au revoir. What's your hurry? But this time the avenging thunderbolt streaks after him. If only I had more mechanical gadgets to keep you busy longer. If is the word that throws crooks all the time. Just like this skyrocketing Bronco is throwing you. Help, save me. I'll not only save you, I'll put you where you'll be safe for at least 20 years. You mean prison, Superman? I'll go gladly, but I'm not staying. How long? I'm not staying how long I'll stay. And again, guards at the walls of state prison glimpse a rocketing figure. Superman and somebody with him. If he's bringing a crook in instead of taking one out, it's really him. I still can't understand how you scooped me when you weren't even around for the big excitement. To tell the truth, Lois, I heard about it all from Superman. I suppose he's sorry for you because you're so colorless compared to him. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got something there.